How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. As always, if you enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps out, means a ton. You guys get plenty of fun stuff, not just Jujutsu Kaisen. We cover plenty of manga on the channel, so stick around, check it out, see if anything else catches your interest. But with that being said, we gotta get into it because, well, Yuta, our boy, he just gave us a demonstration, I should say, on exactly how overpowered positive energy is. Now, in all seriousness, he didn't actually kiss Kurorushi. He, bit him on the face, but the kissing thing was funnier. But also, don't kiss people like that. They don't like it. It's that don't do that. That's no good. Anyway, this got me and plenty of other people thinking about positive energy. Also, yeah, we already knew positive energy was extremely overpowered against curses and curse spirits. Sukuna, when he was fighting Maharaga, stated as such himself. And I think we can all trust Sukuna when it comes to how cursed energy and positive energy and basically everything in that circle works. But moving past this and into discussions that are a little more important for, well, what's currently going on in the series and even moving further ahead into the series. But for us to do that, we gotta go back to chapter 77 and take a look at what Yuki Tsukumo said to Geto. She explained to him how curses come into being. Whoop-de-doo, great, we already know this. Cursed energy from people, from negative emotions, collects like sediment, and then curses are born from that collection. Great, good job, excellent. However, if this is the case, then there are two ways in which we can eradicate curses entirely, stop them from being born at all. Number one, eradicate cursed energy from humans entirely. And number two, teach humans how to control their cursed energy. This is because when Jujutsu sorcerers produce cursed energy through negative emotion, it doesn't leak out and collect like sediment, it just gets trapped and used and controlled. So yeah, we can teach them how to do that as well. But what if I told you there was a third option that Yuki Tsukumo, and I believe nobody else so far, has actually thought of? Well, let me explain. Moving ahead to chapter 136, we once again have Yuki Tsukumo, but Kenjaku is also here this time instead of Geto. Now, Yuki says that the next stage of humanity lies in breaking away from cursed energy, while Kenjaku says it lies in optimizing cursed energy. In a way, both of these are true in the way that I am thinking and the path that I am heading down right now. Also, in this chapter, Kenjaku explains what he did to all the people like Yuji or like Junpei. Yuji being people who he had ingest cursed objects, not as important for what I'm talking about right now, but for the people like Junpei, they are people who had cursed techniques, but their brain was not optimized, was not adjusted to be a sorcerer. So it's twofold. One, you have to be born with a cursed technique. Yuji was not born with a cursed technique. I know there's this whole, he has this memory technique, possible, I don't know, but just as far as right now, for the case in the conversation, people like Yuji, some people, are not born with cursed techniques. You have to, one, be born with a cursed technique, and two, be born with a brain that is built for cursed energy control, that is built for Jujutsu sorcery. Kenjaku explains that he adjusted their brains for sorcery. This whole adjusting the brain that Kenjaku was able to do is incredibly important. Do not forget about that bit. Now, going back to positive energy, something that everybody here just seems to be kind of skipping over and not talking about. We're all worried about cursed energy, optimizing it, breaking away from it, doing this with it. We're not looking at positive energy. Now, positive energy is something that exists. We don't naturally produce it the way we naturally produce cursed energy through negative emotions. We don't just be happy and produce it. But it's a thing. If you can reverse negative energy, reverse cursed energy to make it positive, it's a thing that exists in the world. It is capable of being created, especially by us. So, I am simply theorizing that would it not be possible if Kenjaku can adjust brains towards sorcery? Could he not simply reverse engineer the brains that are adjusted towards sorcery, or all brains in general, to produce positive energy through positive emotion, and then this would not completely get rid of the concept of cursed energy. Remember, a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen is based on scales, gaining one thing by losing another, switching things out, making things different. This would simply make it the exact reverse of what we have now. You produce positive energy through positive emotions, and you can use reverse technique. I don't know what a reverse positive technique, reverse good curse technique, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. You use the reverse, and that would then turn the positive energy into negative energy. This is perfectly fine. One, if you were at the ability to where you can do this in general, you would be using up the cursed energy as a sorcerer already does. But for non-sorcerers, they cannot use the reverse. They cannot make the cursed energy. They would simply be producing positive energy and letting that leak out into the world and collect like sediment. I don't know what would be created through that. I guess a question for another day. But I have a feeling it would be better than something like a curse and or cursed spirit. So in a way, we are breaking away from cursed energy. We're breaking away from it to go over to positive energy instead. It's still there, but we are breaking away for the most part. For Kenjaku's side of thing, we are optimizing cursed energy. We're optimizing it to run as a positive instead of a negative. So this would not only stop curses from being born in general, but it would also make it extremely easy for all living sorcerers to eradicate the rest of the curses and cursed spirits that already exist in the world. We already know how potent and overpowered positive energy is against curses. And it's already a pretty good battle we're fighting. It's not until curse users and disaster spirits and all this wacky crap get involved that we really start having this big of a problem with it that we're dealing with right now. Before this, if everybody had positive energy, we would have been smacking down special grades like it was nothing. We would have been chilling. It would have been good. We would have had 10-year-olds walking around just boxing with curses. Like, for real? This would be a non-issue. No problem. This thought, this theory, is even something that would probably interest Kenjaku. Remember, Kenjaku is doing this because he wants to find that next stage of humanity. He wants to see that next level. He doesn't care if it's curses that are born from people becoming the next humanity. He doesn't care if it's the current humanity evolving into their next stage. If they could evolve into the stage where they use positive energy instead of negative energy, this would theoretically make a lot of people a lot stronger, especially against curses and the like. And this would be something whole new, completely new territory. Yes, everything is simply reversed, but that would surely have plenty of different effects that make things go all kinds of different ways. So this should be like a dream for Kenjaku. Humanity would be evolving in all kinds of different ways, theoretically at least. This is something that has he just not thought of before? Is it just something he has thought of and is actually not possible? I don't know. Maybe they're all just missing the mark a little bit. Maybe everybody's a little bit too focused on cursed energy and not quite enough on the positive side. So yeah, this is kind of just a thought I've had. It doesn't have a lot of concrete stuff to really back it up. It is a theoretical thought, but in theory, I think it should kind of work. So maybe I can't just call it a theory video. After all, theories are theoretical thoughts about things. Nobody ever said I was smart, especially not me. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this idea. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sure there's plenty of other avenues this could go down, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like I said, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and also go down in those comments and let me know. I love talking to everybody, and I respond to pretty much every comment. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time. I'm out.